Now here's something you don't really hear, I don't know, ever, from newspunch.com. Congresswoman returns from Syria with proof that Obama funded ISIS? Oh, please. Like I wasn't doing videos about that before. So I wonder what she has to say. Now this was actually posted a couple years ago. This is actually from a couple years ago. But I don't want anyone to forget who was in charge. I remember coming out here saying this whole crap with ISIS. I don't believe it. Like, the CIA creates these names, they attach it, and then, oh, there's ISIS. Nobody over there calls themselves ISIS. We call them ISIS. And I remember doing a little parody video from Alabama. What I used to say, ISIS coming from the south. We let 'em in, but I'll shut my mouth. Gone, gone with the wind. What was it? Taxpayer money gone with the wind. Ain't nobody looking back again. But that's an oldie. Hawaii Representative Gabbard went to Syria on a secret fact-finding mission to wade through the lies and propaganda and find out what is really happening on the ground. Immediately on her return, CNN booked her for an exclusive interview. And Gabbard told them exactly what they didn't want to hear. She has proof the Obama administration was funding ISIS and Al-Qaeda. Explaining to Jake Tapper that she met people from all walks of life in Aleppo and Damascus, Gabbard said that Syrians, quote, expressed happiness and joy at seeing an American walking their streets. But they also wanted to know why is that the United States, its allies, and other countries are providing support, are providing arms to terrorist groups like Al-Nusra, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, who are on the ground there, raping, kidnapping, torturing, and killing the Syrian people. They asked me, why is the United States supporting these terrorist groups who are destroying Syria when it was Al-Qaeda who attacked the United States on 9/11, not Syria? She says I didn't have an answer for that. That was more than Jake Tapper, who was hostile from the beginning of the interview, could handle. His face screwed up. Tapper lashed out, saying, obviously the United States government denies providing any sort of help to the terrorist groups you are talking about. They say they provide help to the rebel groups. If that was supposed to be Tapper's knockout blow, Gabbard saw it coming a mile away. Without missing a beat, she calmly deconstructed his ideological and savagely wrong talking points. The reality is, Jake, and I'm glad you brought up that point, every place that I went, every person I spoke to, I asked this question to them, and without hesitation, they said, there are no moderate rebels. Who are these moderate rebels that people keep speaking of? Regardless of the names of the groups, the strongest fighting force on the ground in Syria was al-Nusra or Al-Qaeda and ISIS. That is a fact. There are a number of different other groups. All of them are fighting alongside with or under the command of the strongest group on the ground that is trying to overthrow Assad. Again, we were trying to overthrow Assad. That was the biggest thing. And do you remember those Toyota trucks that had the ISIS symbols all over them? They said, hey, wait a minute, how'd they get those brand new Toyotas? Oops. IRS was looking, remember the IRS was looking, how did those were purchased from a dealer in the United States, how did they get over there? And how did ISIS get them? Well, if we created ISIS, and that's actually the moderate rebel group, we're just faking it as if there's another ISIS, no, it's them. And they're doing our dirty work to overthrow a duly elected government official, because we use them all over the world. But in this case, Assad, maybe he's not necessarily duly elected, but nonetheless, he's the leader of that country. We provided weapons, we provided vehicles, we provided all of it. And you and I paid for it. You paid for those Toyota pickup trucks. And I remember covering stories of ammo drops and gun drops. Oh, one of our AC-130s dropped some ammunition crates today and guns, and oh man, reports are showing that ISIS got it somehow. Better luck next time. Sorry about that, guy. You mean the people you wanted to have it got it? Gotcha. Brave Tulsi Gabbard completely deconstructed the false narrative sold by the Muslim Brotherhood, again another terror group Obama filled in many of his cabinet positions and czars positions. Brave Tulsi Gabbard completely deconstructed the false narrative sold by the Muslim Brotherhood, Obama administration, John McCain, Adam Kissinger, and Evan McMullen, all of whom supported the various terrorist factions within Syria, and sets the record straight. There are no moderate rebels in Syria. Moderate rebels is an Obama-era propaganda myth. The opposition to Assad is led by ISIS and Al-Qaeda, and they are raping, kidnapping, and murdering Syrian women, men, and children. And any smaller rebel groups fighting against Assad are fighting in coalition with ISIS and Al-Qaeda. These are the groups the Obama administration was funding and supporting. And that was, let's see, because I haven't been following her lately. Is she still a congresswoman? She's running for 2020. Tulsi 2020. Report, Trump vetted Gabbard for administration job. Honolulu Civil Beat. Trump vetted Gabbard for an administration job. After what I just read you. Exactly, because Obama and those guys were the criminals. She saw to it that it was garbage over there, figured it out. It's not surprising at all that Trump would like to have her in his administration. She was actually born in 1981. She's only 38. Gosh, she's a little younger than I am. Serves representative Hawaii's 2nd Congressional District since 2013. Following her election in 2012, she became the first Samoan American and the first Hindu member of the United States Congress. We need a Hindu in there. Spiritual people. We need something in there. Anyways, take care.